Greetings, travelers, and welcome back. Hope you guys had a good time between episodes. Sorry, this one's coming out a little bit late. Yeah, it was birthday week, so we kind of took precedence over videos. But I'm getting it out, getting a little late. Did some work off camera between last episode and this one. In the last episode, we were starting on the cavern that was going to be for Ars Magica. Since then, let's go this way. It's a little bit better view when you come in. Since then, I've kind of finished off the room and gotten it going. And here you go. So, I've kind of tried to keep this magic area pretty uniform as far as the overall layout. Obviously, each area is slightly different with the blocks for the floors and everything else. So I wanted to kind of have it so that this one would go down, this one would go up, because both of these went down. And of course, having blood magic, very blood magic-y. TolkienCraft, of course, very TolkienCrafty, and with the altar and stuff in the center. And then, of course, with Ars Magica, we've gone ahead and I've put the spellcrafting altar in the center, and each of the three types of essence generators basically in each corner. This one, very easy, simple to set up because it's just doing the light. I've got it set to do at night, so it'll generate, and for each one I've too much of a jump. There we go. I put the mana batteries for each one, so I've got the light, the neutral, and the dark. And then, of course, neutral, I wanted to go a little fancy because that's the one that, well, the biggest issue is those are manual, can be done manual. This one, not so much, because you have to put a bucket of essence in here in order to generate the essence. But what I did is I've set up a system. I've got a ender tank back there, and I've got a pump set up on me right now, but basically what it is, I go out there, I find some Ethereum, and I'm pumping it in here, so that way all I gotta do is get a bucket, put it in here, and we're off. So, as I get low, because you can see this tank has quite a bit in it, if I need to I can go get more, but I've got a huge amount of backlog storage just in case I happen to come across a lot of it. And then, of course, the dark one, what I've done is up above here, I don't want to get hit, I've got a spawner for zombies, and it's just at the regular tier 1 because I don't need a lot. Oop, I knew that was going to happen. And of course babies, just tier 1 spawner, so, but it doesn't require me to be here, and it ignores spawning requirements. And then I've just used those, let's see if I can get close enough. Well, I could technically, but I'd get hit. The extra utilities conveyor belts to move everything to the center, drop them down, and then this just sucks it up. I believe it's already full, but if I need to, I can just shut this off. And then all of these should be close enough that as I need one or more of these for the crafting altar, they should be close enough that I can do so. And then, of course, I don't think they're close enough. I may have to put some of those relays. But, I've got all the other major blocks here ready to go. I've only really made 2 spells. I think I put it in here. Nope, that's compendium. Spellbook. So, right now I just have the 2 spells that I needed to use, or needed to make in order to create the altars. Put that back for now. We'll be making more spells later, but for now I just wanted to get this room set up. I have plans for a tutorial series on Ars Magica because I know there is a little bit of confusion with the new mechanics. So I plan on doing a tutorial to kind of show up how to set these up. Now, if you notice with this altar, usually I would put like a really dark box around it, but I really wanted to kind of keep it open and nice looking. So I used the paving stone awarding, so in case for some reason one of those zombies avoids being trapped, they won't be able to get out, because as you can see, that one tried to, but the ward kept them in. And that way it kind of keeps it nice, clean, and it's dark up there, so they'll get whatever I need to come down, plus ignore spawn requirements. But that way it just, really keeps it open like the rest of the other two. And I really like the way that turned out. The only reason you see that little bit there, I've got fluids turned on for carpenter's block. So like if you put stairs, how typically you put stairs in the water and you get that little gap of no water. So with carpenter's blocks, there's a config setting to fix that, so that the water goes up to the block, makes it look like it's submerged, which is cool, but it has some unfortunate side effects when you're using it for decoration too, like there. It's easy to fix, but I've kind of grown accustomed to it. It kind of looks like it's flared out, so it's kind of cool. But the biggest thing was just trying to find some way to have the Ethereum readily available when I needed it. If you look, Magitech staff. Go over here. Too much jump. That battery full, 250,000. This full, 10,000. But it'll continue eating them, so I guess really I could just shut it off. Shut it off. Yeah, because that way it doesn't produce any more. Nice thing is I don't have to worry about drops on that one. Same thing here. This battery is full. Oh, no, it's not. Still working on it. Sorry. It's generating, but, it's kind of out. Let's go back in here. Since we're thinking about it, give me the bucket. Get some more Ethereum. I'm sure there's probably another way to do this. I haven't really attempted like pipes and stuff, because I'm thinking that it's possible that that'll happen. Generate some more. And then of course you got the light one over here, which I can't get to unless I get closer. That one is full, and so is that one. So the only one that's not full is neutral. That's kind of why I haven't done spells yet. Not that I'd need them full, but just for my own personal benefit. But yeah, so I really like how that turned out, and getting it set up for the zombies, and turning off now apparently. Haven't done much else in these other rooms. You can tell if you come here, I am pretty well full of stuff now. I've had quarries going because I made rather large quarries, so they've been going. You can see where I've got all the stuff that's kind of maxed out. The only thing I don't have going into drawers at the moment are the bees, and because there's so many of them, it was easier just to have them on their own drive. Once I get into bees, which is going to happen, I just got to decide where it's going to go. Probably set up a mini AE network just for the bees, so that I can store them. Probably have a sub network, and that way I can still access what's here, but also so that they don't mix in. But yeah, just a lot of little things here or there. Cobble's still going strong. I think we are, see, we're still at only the one octuple. But, let's see, septuple? Yeah. We're about 3 of those away from 1 more of these. So, lots of cobble from the mining expeditions. What's it rain? But yeah, basically I went around, just looked at the map. When I saw an Ethereum pool, if it was large enough, I would go down and place my stuff down so that I can suck it all up. The problem is that I'm using the ender pump, and what'll happen there is any liquid within range ends up getting sucked in. So it was a bit of a problem because I'd have to have separate tanks for things other than Ethereum. But in the long run, I've got enough to last me for quite some time. And let's check on this. I haven't checked. Ooh, lots of extras. Haven't checked this yet. I'm still just kind of manually... I guess I should put this stuff back. Manually cleaning that out. Here. Because I don't... I've got it set up so that I can actually switch it over to do that, but I've been kind of... Well, I've been kind of slacking on it. Why did that not go in? Anyway. Throw this stuff away. And apple, and that, and that. Go back in, get some more. See, those I thought I had a spot to store them. You got a lot of the same record, I've noticed. I go down here to music disc. Yeah, 200 dragon eggs. I'm set for dragon eggs for a while. There we go. Yeah, I've only barely been getting those 3 discs. And apparently that one is the one that is the most common. See, I could have swore I had a spot for that. Collaboration folder. Yes. Yeah. What are the apples I have in storage? Oh, that's right. I've been kind of saving those aside. Yep, you can see my setup here. I've got an extra one in case something else comes up, but got lava and poison right now just so that I can separate those out, because I was in the magical forest for the most part. And let's see what... At some point I'm going to have to get into this craft too, because, well, just look at all the folders that I have. Each one of those has quite a few different Mistcraft pages, so I'll have to get into that too. You guys are going to get to see my storage methods, which I don't show on very often. There. If it's a little choppy, I apologize. Did I? I did. Dang it. Nah, I get it later. Rare, common. That there. Sometime in the future, I will probably set up something for enchantments. I tried doing that a little bit with the mob spawners, but just couldn't quite. I can separate everything that I don't want out, but trying to separate the enchanted stuff out so that it can get disenchanted and put on books and then run through again, that was a little bit of a challenge. So I ended up scrapping that for now, just to save my sanity. Let me just put down there. What else have I done? There's a couple of other things that I did. And why are you guys in there? Yeah, you can come out, right? If you want to play in the dark in the water. Had to fix this up a little bit. I've got it so that they can... Anyway, I've got it so that they can breed more often, which is why you see so many more babies than adults, and that's actually been working in my favor because now the chickens are breeding like they're supposed to. Fix the whole seed problem that I was having. Had to disable the flour from putting wheat in the crafting table. Didn't really want to have to do that, but oh, good lord. Why aren't you picking stuff up here faster? Anyway, didn't want to have to do that, but in order, you know, the flour is, I mean, you can set a crop farm to get wheat so fast that, you know, making bread out of just flour instead of 3 wheat should not be a problem for anyone. But automating seeds became an issue already. Automating seeds became an issue because it was a dual recipe. It was the flour and seeds, and it wasn't working right, so I never could feed the chickens, and my chickens kept dying, and it was just easier to do it this way. Oh, I got dirt. Yeah, see, so I've got maxed out, and the only reason it's only at 13,000 is because that's what I've got the cabinet set to for maximum amount to store. But you can see from running in here, I'm still getting cobble, still getting netherrack, which means I'm still running both quarries, both in the nether and in the underdark. Yeah, I know I got a lot of ores coming through, but the way I've got this set up, I mean, really, would you ever need more than basically 240,000 ingots? So I just got it to go through, and you know, if there's more than I need, then it'll automatically get dumped. No big issue on that one for me. I'm trying to think if there was anything else I worked on. I don't think there was, because I spent most of my time working on the Ars Magica room. Now that that's done, probably get a couple of spells, so I got some ideas, and I'm thinking for the bees, probably somewhere over here, because this is a nice big area. And you see it's already been partially cleared out because of the Horn of the Wild. And I think I'm gonna take these, because I can plant them elsewhere and they will grow on their own. So I'll make a farm of those things. But yeah, just kind of fill in some of the holes here, maybe level this top piece out here, and we'll do bees over here, because we don't need a large amount of room having Gendistry. Who knows, I may even come down in here to this little mini valley just for build purposes. We'll see. I'm thinking that, yeah, that's pretty much all I've done since the last time we're on. Let me be right back. What I'm going to do is I'm going to jump on the dev server briefly and show you guys what we've been working on for an upcoming content update. So just bear with me and I will be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Alright, so the first part we're going to show off is we are currently in Mirkwood. And this is where Tegan75 is currently working to add in Thranduil's Hall and the surrounding Mirkwood area that goes with it. And as you can see, you know, we have to clear out some of the terrain and then add it back in. This part in particular, if you've read the books or watched the movies, you know where they escape down the river towards Lake Town. This is that area of the map, and she's working on some of the other mountains. I mean, you can see, because we come over here. Oh no, chunk errors. Nope, it's just the way it's being put in. As you can see, if I pull up the main map, this is the area that she has started in. Thranduil's Hall will be somewhere over here once she starts to implement it. Or maybe it was over here. Let's go check if it was over here. I think it's supposed to be out here, remembering the map that we chose. Let's take a look over here real quick, because this is where She is currently, you can see, cleared out some area. Now, I think this is the beginning part of it. Very interesting. But yeah, this is where Thranduil's Hall is. You can see there's the main forest that she's having to build over. Slow going. Not as slow as building it by 100% by hand, but still a little slow going because you gotta look at she's using Schematica, so she has the ghost of what she's building, but just takes a minute. Ultimately ends up being a little better for importing because you don't have, when you're done, it's easier to kind of gauge where to stop building and start building so that it merges in with the terrain. The other area that we've been working on is, give me a moment here, I believe I have the coordinates. Yeah, let's go over there. I'll go 150 just to make sure we don't get stuck in a block. Just gotta wait for it to load for a minute. Yeah, there we go. And one of the other areas that we have been working on, or Tegan's been working on for me, is right over here, and I think I went the wrong direction. Nope, not quite. This is the Barrow Downs. From The Hobbit, if you remember, it's where the hobbits ran across the Barrow-wights. This is going to be the main mausoleum, and we do have some plans for quests, which will be coming soon. But this is one of the areas that should end up having, I'm still missing his, I'm going to have to find out what's going on with that. Still missing his skin. But this is the area, and there's a couple other barrows over here. If you look, you can kind of see some of the other ones that have been put in. And then the last area that is currently being worked on. Now, in the current release of the pack, there is... Oh, I forgot to change my... Did I think I forgot to... Well, actually, I have it on the map if I believe... Anyway, this is the original area. We'll start currently in the pack for everybody. It was left as a work in progress because we hadn't quite decided what we were going to do. But give me a second here and I'll get over to what we are currently working on. Alright, got the right coordinates here. Should have saved it a long time ago, so sorry about that, folks. Oops. I guess it would help if I told it I wanted to TP. And wrong ones. What's going on? Hold on a second, folks. Sorry about that. Let's try those. I think that's actually the right one. 170.119. Just gotta wait for the world to load. Hopefully it won't time me out. no, we actually are in the wrong spot again. Alright, bear with me. I will be right back. Alright, welcome back. Alright, so we got that figured out. Just had to check. I have coordinates set everywhere. So, found which ones are the right ones, but this is the new Carndum. It's not at the actual waypoint that's on the Middle-earth map, but this is what we are currently working on. You have to mind, don't mind all the snow. There's, it's just because of the biome heights, and I'm going to be basically changing the entire biome for the area. Oh, I gotta center myself, so that it's not all snowed in. But this is Carndum that we are working on now. Got all the walls are in place, got the gates in on the first level. Right now working on some, as you can see, some building placement, and that's part of the reason the snow is an issue, because right there. Got barracks, got a mill, got the stables. We'll end up, like I said, getting rid of all this snow and changing the biome so that it doesn't snow. The other item that we are currently working on is over here, trying to figure out the path, because obviously they have to be able to get up there somehow. Still working on that method. Kind of started with that, but not sure if I'm entirely happy with it, so just waiting. But either way, got the gate up here as well. Then the main castle is still about, I want to say about 40%, 50% complete. Still got to work on how to get up into that level as well. It'll probably be something along the walls that gets up in there, because this is just pretty much like, main guy comes out, yells and motivates all the troops, and then they go off and do their thing. But yeah, so a lot of the images that depict Carndum, this is more what you see, something similar to this rather than what we had. I mean, that was cool. Did depict the evil, but the concern I had for the most part was more along the lines of it just didn't fit the preconceived idea of what was in this area for Lord of the Rings. But it still have the multiple bridges coming out, which is, a good thing. But yeah, there is no ETA on when this is going to be released, so please don't ask. It is just, we are working on it. We have plans on when we'd like to get it released, but there is no guarantee on that time frame. So it will be ready when it's ready. But I do want to thank you guys for coming by. Again, we are, as of this video, all your guys' love for likes, subscribes, and comments. We were about 20 away from 500. That is huge. I mean, granted, it's not, one of the top YouTubers out there, but the fact that I've gotten to 500 subscribers because you guys like what I'm doing, I just can't say enough. Again, I say it almost every episode, but thank you guys very much. As for now, that's it for this week. I want to thank you guys for coming by, and everybody have a great day.